Hi folks, good to have you back to this week's reflection on the stainless steel industry. This week we are talking about something that affects us all, business-wise, but also as a private person, and it's the new mobility and its impact on the stainless steel industry. New mobility means basically e-cars. I have my own experience with that. I'm driving electric since 8 years, and I will provide you now my opinion how the next 10 years will look like from a stainless steel perspective. And for that I have prepared again 3 slides that I'm going to show you now. Before we go into the stainless demand in automotive, I want to show a little bit the big picture, what speaks for and what speaks against e-mobility. First, I have a few pros. The first is there is far less CO2, NOx, SOx, and also fine dust in an e-car. And in most comparisons that you see, which are a little bit sponsored by the oil lobby, they are not taking the full supply chain of oil to the final gas station into consideration in order to compare it with e-cars. Second, the energy efficiency is 75% versus only 35% in e-car, so in combustion cars. Combustion engines use most of the energy to generate heat, so basically they are heating elements. Recuperation during deceleration, and if we go downhill, is bringing electricity back in the battery. If a conventional car goes downhill or decelerates, he again generates heat. The battery, these are exactly the same materials in the battery than in 1 billion mobile phones every year. So I don't know why this is bad and the other batteries are the good ones. Cobalt, much discussed for various reasons, I must say, and this is what most people do not know. The biggest cobalt use is now tungsten carbide machine tools, who have 8 to 9% cobalt, and the biggest application for them is machining combustion engine and powertrain components. So there is probably more cobalt in a conventional car than in a battery, especially with the new chemistries of the batteries now. Clean battery recycling challenge has been solved. There are various technologies to recycle 97, or 98% of the metals in batteries back. Macroeconomic, this is another important issue that most people don't look at. The EU imports every year for 200 billion euros oil. And can you imagine how many renewable power plants you could build for that money? Yeah? For example, solar in Germany, in Bavaria specifically, is now possible for less than 5 cents per kilowatt hour, absolutely clean, zero emissions, and also economic. The range problem is no problem for 95% of the people. Only if you are a taxi driver or an Uber driver, then this might be a problem. Superchargers on the highway, they charge from 20 to 80% in 20 minutes. So if you have a cappuccino and do a few emails, you're ready to go again. Finally, these cars drive great, you know, and most of the Porsches see you only from behind. And I tell you, I know in the meantime hundreds of people who switched from conventional cars to e-cars. I do not know a single one who switched back to a conventional car. But there is a reason against it, and this is, of course, still the price tag. And you have to say also some of them, like the new Cybertruck, they look a little bit strange. But the good thing about the Cybertruck is it's made fully of stainless steel, a special kind of 301-300 series stainless. So these are all the applications that you find in stainless steel, for stainless steel in car components. And in total, we have about 29 kilos of flat products, mostly sheet and strip, 4 kilos of long products, mostly bar and wire rod. So that makes an average car in 2019 contained 33 kilos of stainless steel. Now, when we look at what is safe also in e-cars, you see that about 14% of this volume, and it's over 3 million tons, is safe even in e-cars, no changes, that's coming. Somewhat at risk, and I'm not going into the detailed applications here, but is about 4%, and unfortunately 82% will disappear with the electrification of the traffic. And the main reason for that, of course, is the exhaust, which is the heaviest component made from stainless steel. Now, what will the next 10 years bring? First of all, production will grow from 86 million units in 2019, this is passenger cars and light commercial vehicles, to 150 million in 2030, which is a 21% increase. And here you see, how the new Roadster is getting into the picture here, the new Tesla Roadster. So the forecast for the conventional cars is that after the corona reduction we had this year, we will have a strong recovery to over 80 million. And then after 2025, you see it's going down. But also what you see here for conventional cars, peak car production has already been behind us in 2017. On the other side, e-cars, we took various forecasting agencies like Marklines here, they will grow to about 1/3 of all cars produced by 2013, and plug-in hybrids are important, but will not significantly increase again, because in our opinion, that's a little bit of transition technology. And with better batteries, which we definitely will have in 10 years, there is actually no need for a plug-in hybrid anymore. So what does that mean for stainless steel? And here you see our forecast. That means that the stainless steel demand in 2030 will be 13% lower than in 2019. So with all that, that shows that it is not as catastrophic as probably you would have seen from the previous slide in the medium term to 2030. Well, we have seen that there are quite some changes ahead. All of them positive for us, I have to say, but I think the key takeaway is that the stainless steel industry has the next 10 years to prepare for this significant reduction in demand from the automotive industry. And that means we should develop new products that can be used in automotive. I'm talking about body-in-white, chassis, crash parts, for example, that could be made from stainless in order to compensate that loss we are having in relation with combustion engine components. So with this, I'm coming to an end for today. Thank you for watching. And I ask you, because we're going into a summer break now until the end of August, send me some ideas of topics that you want me to reflect about and to talk about. We are very flexible. We are listening to you, and thanks for being so loyal as an audience here. And I wish you a beautiful summer and recharge and come back with full batteries at the end of August. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.